Olivia, so lovely to see you this afternoon. Thank you very much for agreeing to have a chat with me. So it's been really lovely being able to support you a little bit with Cass and Friends through a little amount of financial support, because I know tennis is just one of those sports that when you get to the level that our Cass and Friends athletes get to, you're competing at the regional and national level, but for tennis you even have to compete internationally as well. So it's a big ask for you and your family in order to keep going. But tell me a little bit about your dad. He's been a big influence, hasn't he, on you and your tennis? How has he helped you and how has he supported you so far?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think before I went to Bath after my GCSEs, my tennis program was always a little bit on and off. Like there were times when I couldn't go or my coach couldn't make it. So it was never really dependent. But I mean, I could always rely on my dad, like being there, and he plays as well. So I hit with him at weekends, during the week. I mean, he's always around.
Yes.
Yeah, especially, I mean, he's basically the reason I started playing tennis in the first place. So yeah, he's just been there throughout and like taking me to tournaments, traveling, coaching, hitting when I need to. So yeah, he's been a massive influence and one of the reasons why I'm still playing today.
Oh, that's really nice to hear, because I mean, just hitting and practicing is such a big part of it, isn't it? And finding somebody who's good enough to play with you so consistently, that can't have been easy to do.
No, and I think during the lockdown I realised how lucky I am to have someone like him. Because like a lot of my friends at Bath go back at weekends, and obviously they have like Saturday off, but then Sunday you kind of want to have a little bit of a hit, but they have no one to hit with. And then it's kind of just made me realise that I'm actually really lucky to be in a position where I can just, go and hit whenever I want, really.
No, that's great. Just can you also give us a little, or give other parents maybe a little bit of advice in terms of, he is your dad, but he's also really helped you with your tennis. What advice would you give to parents in terms of sort of helping and coaching their fabulous athletes' children?
Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know what to say. I guess it's easier. Like, I know he's a coach now, so he knows about the game and about the tennis like more than I do. So like when I go to tournaments and stuff, he'll always watch me and like give me tips. But he's never really been a coach. He's just been there, someone who I can always ask advice to. So I guess I see parents as well that have been like really hard on their kids and, like trying to tell them this and that when they might not know as much about the sport and like the situation that the performer, I guess, is in.
Yes.
I guess what I would say is like go easy. And I don't really know, just make sure they enjoy it, but also try and like enjoy it with them and and not be too hard. I'm sure most people aren't, but I think that's just from experience where I've seen that happen.
Yes, I think that's great advice. I think when I've spoken to him a little bit, he's always said that, he's never had to push you. You've always been the one who's asked him to go to tennis and you've always been kind of dragging him with you. So he's never been that sort of pushy parent, has he? Which is really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Good. And tell us a little bit about moving to Bath, because after your GCSEs, you moved to Bath, didn't you, to be near your coach?
I did, yes. So it was a bit of a last minute decision, I have to say. So I was always adamant on staying at Denmark Road until about, I think it was till about just before GCSE started, so about May time.
Yeah.
And I had access to Bath like once a week. So I was going down mostly once a week during year 11. And and I just suddenly turned to my mum and thought, hang on, I really enjoyed this. Like, can I come here full time?
Yes.
I think she had a meeting with the director of tennis and he offered me a place, and that was that, really. And then, because, I mean, the program I had from like year 7 to 11, like my coach was just around the corner, but like it was quite disjointed. Like I never knew when I was going to play next, and the timing wasn't great. Like sometimes I'd be only play for an hour a day.
Yeah.
I mean, now at Bath I have such a structured program. Normally I can play for like 2 or 4 hours a day, and then I do at least 3 weight sessions a week and 2 track sessions. Like the program is just so much better. Also, having school and not feeling rushed with schoolwork as well, like, is such a nice combination of the two.
Yes.
That was so much better than here in Cheltenham.
Yes. Travelling all the way over. Yeah. No, I mean, that brave decision though. So to leave home at 16, just a great decision to do it, and following in the footsteps of people like David Beckham and Andy and Jamie Murray. I suppose they left home early, didn't they? And did their sports.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. That was the one aspect I didn't really like, was moving away from home. But I was lucky. I lived with my friend Meg for the first year, and I now live with my friend Grace at this host family, who are lovely. So that's really nice. Yeah. So I mean, they like drop us in the morning, they pick us up in the evening, and they give us like dinner and everything. So it's like a second family in a way, which is really nice. Really. But you get to Friday and you just want to go home, to be honest.
Yeah, but then I guess you appreciate home as well. You appreciate
I appreciate it a lot more, which is, it's nice to be back. Actually, that's one of the ups of lockdown. It's nice to be back here.
Yes.
But
good, excellent. And you managed to find a couple of tournaments last year. I know you went to London. Had to be COVID tested before you went.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. How did you get on?
Yes, so the LTA put on, I think it was like 8 weeks of British tour for like everyone. So like all the pros played them and everything. So I was lucky to get in. I think I got into like week 4 or something. Yeah. Which it was just before the end of July. And so there was some prize money at stake as well, which I was quite excited about because I had never gotten any before.
Brilliant.
So I knew even if I lost, I'd get some prize money, which is amazing. But I played one of my best friends first round, which is always hard. Yes. But no, I managed to win that, and then I played one of my other friends who I train with at Bath. Yes. And I won that, so that got me into the semi-final. Yep. Where I played my Grace, who I live with.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I had quite a tough draw in the sense that they were all my friends, that I knew all of them. Yes. And she was the number 1 seed. So I think I lost 6-3, 6-2. But it was actually a really good match. We both played really well. Yeah. But a semi-final for that, I think that was my first tournament back in since March, I guess, since the lockdown. Yes. So I was pretty pleased with my performance, and especially getting to semis was definitely a highlight. Yeah, fantastic. So what was the prize money then? I got £265. Brilliant. Which, I was so excited because it was just a week before my birthday as well. Oh. Yeah. Perfect. Really hard to compete against your friends, though. That's definitely difficult, and it's going to carry on, isn't it? That's how tennis players, well, I guess everybody, any sport, you get to be friendly with the people that you're competing against in your age groups. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the bonuses of tennis, like being able to meet new people and everything, but once you get on the opposite side of the net from them, it sometimes becomes a bit awkward. Absolutely, yeah, but I guess you just have to put feelings aside, just go for it, and then have a good catch up afterwards. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Okay, so tell me a little bit, just tell me what it is that you love about tennis. I mean, it's a fabulous sport, and I play very badly, but tell us what you love about your tennis. I mean, I just love the competition, to be honest. Yeah. Especially when it's so close, and you're on a third set and quite a few people watching, the thrill of it, it's just exciting. Yes. And I just love it, being able to get on court, out on court every day, training my friends, and also the things that come with tennis, like meeting new people, traveling. Yeah. I mean, the life skills you get from that are really good, because I remember before I went to Bath, I was not that independent at all, but now I'm really independent. I'll go anywhere on my own. Like, I've got planes, trains, everything on my own now. I travel to different countries. Like,
yes,
the skills and stuff you get from traveling as well. It's just pretty cool.
Yeah, and those are skills. You haven't even touched on any of the other skills, like the resiliency, the tenacity to keep training. You know,
well.
being calm under pressure. I've seen you play. Yeah. You're just really, really calm when you're under pressure.
Yeah, I'm quite quiet, so that does have that good aspects. Yeah, I tend not to go too mental on court.
Yeah, it's a really good trait for tennis.
Yeah,
not a John McEnroe, put it that way. No. That shows my age, doesn't it? Okay. So, and I hear you've got a contract to go to California for a university in California. So tell us all about that and what you study and how much tennis you'll get to play.
Yeah, so basically it starts in August this year. Oh God, it's this year, 2021.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it's mid-August, and then I'm not actually sure what happens, but so we'll train like every day, pretty much. I think they do weights 3 times a week, and like fitness, on-court fitness stuff with the coaches. And then I think that season, from the full season, is like individual. So you go around as a team, but you like individually play against different teams or individual tournaments.
Yes.
And then you can get like, I think, like points, and then that goes towards your ranking in collegiate tennis.
Okay.
And then I think from January it's like competition, like team season. I think I'm not too sure about this. Yeah. This is what people have been telling me.
Yes.
It's conference, so San Francisco, obviously in California, so it's like West Coast Conference.
Yeah.
And it has schools like I don't know if Pepperdine, and then a few others also around that California area that you just compete against each other. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a tournament at the end of that if whoever wins the conference.
Yes.
But I mean, the one good thing about St. Mary's is that you get to play against all the big teams like USC, Berkeley, UCLA, like what's the other one? Pepperdine as well.
Yes.
And they're all the top teams and like in collegiate tennis in the country. So that's an amazing opportunity.
Yes.
Or get to play against some of the best players, not just at my age, because obviously college is like 4 years. So there'll be some girls there like 22, 23, especially with you get an extra year because of COVID, especially what happens.
Right.
Like you're going to be playing against like some people who are on the verge of turning professional.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, what an amazing opportunity though to have that experience and to play with so many brilliant players. I mean, your game it's brilliant as it is, but it's just going to get even better, isn't it? And very, very quickly you'll improve even more. Great. And tell us, I've been asking a couple of our other athletes this question. Have you got any superstitions? Do you have like little things that you do before a tournament or a match, or are you so laid back that you don't believe in all of that?
No, before a match, I always go onto court with my fitness shoes on, and then I change into my tennis shoes once I'm on the court.
Okay.
That's one thing I always do, but it's mainly between matches.
Right.
So I don't know, let's say I win 2 games down at one end. When we come to change ends, if I have to take the same amount of like sips of water, if that makes sense. If I won the game, and like if I got up before my opponent did, like cross sides, then I have to do the exact same thing if I won the previous game.
Right.
At the ends, which that's really weird. I do that.
It's not. It's tricks of the trade, isn't it? It's anything that keeps you mentally in the game.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, Olivia, it's been so nice to talk to you. And Good luck for the rest of this year. I know you're coming up to your your birthday's, is it July, your birthday?
July, yeah.
Yes, so we've got another 6 months supporting you and hoping that you continue to do brilliantly, and we look forward to the next 6 months with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, Olivia.